Surprisingly enough, I get really, really frustrated when I hear conversations that call for the reduction of beings who are born with male genitalia. I see a lot of beings who identify with manhood reducing themselves in order to placate to female born individuals. It's almost like I'm going to tell you, I'm going to put you on a pedestal. I'm going to tell you that I'm less than you. I'm going to tell you that you're more important than me. And this is going to soften the blow of patriarchy and the fact that I am still able to oppress you in this reality is crazy. And if we're doing full accountability and full transparency, a lot of beings who are born with vaginas subscribe to patriarchy. They're here for a hegemonic society. Whether it's because it benefits them to have those who identify as men out there navigating obstacles that they don't want to burden themselves with, or whether it's because they're trying to transition into presenting in that way and they want to navigate society in that way. And so there are beings who are born with vaginas who subscribe to patriarchy. If we're going to play the whole tape, from what I've observed as an individual who has undergone genital reconstructive surgery to have an area on my body that more closely reflects my relationship to my foremothers, because I was born with male genitalia in this incarnation, and it just didn't work for me. Just because it didn't work for me, that doesn't mean that I think that being born male was a reductive position for me. It just made the journey to my truth, the journey to uncovering and discovering my truth, a little bit more complicated. I had to search for my truth. I had to fight for my truth. I had to sacrifice for my truth. Some of us, we just fall smack dab in our truth, and congratulations for you. But some of us, it's a journey to our truth, and whether that is something that was predetermined before we incarnated into the physical form, or whether that is something that just happens willy-nilly, no one knows for certain. It is what it is. But even though I celebrate my foremothers anatomically and physically as much as I possibly can, I don't diminish the role of beings who are born male and identify with the construct of manhood. Now, have I gotten angry and said a lot of them ain't good for nothing but DICK and money? Oh, yes. Yes, I've said that. I'm still on the potter's wheel, you know. I'm having a human experience. So, grace is real, but, you know, I can honestly say I didn't mean it. I meant it at the time, but I don't mean it entirely. I see us all necessary. I think the only true differences that we have is, you know, how we go to the bathroom, how our body changes to prepare for procreation, and what instruments we have to receive pleasure during intimacy. Everything else is grooming. Everything else society heaps on us in order to fit into some perceivable gender roles. And when we don't have the capacity to acknowledge it in that way, we erase beings who are mentally ambiguous and physically ambiguous in regards to their mindset essence, reproductive organs, and genitalia. Let's play the whole tape, okay? I implore people who look like me and people who don't look like me to expand the conversation around our personhood. Sometimes I use the term female because that denotes the physical genitals. Sometimes I use the term male because that denotes the physical genitalia. But we are more than our sex organs. We are more than our genitals. We are spirit, soul, and divine essence having a human experience. A lot of times I look at us trying to diminish our roles or exalt our roles over one another and trying to make one gender or one sex the Robin to Batman. How do you sidekick an entire gender? Helpmate? I can't make this shit up. It's just deeply disturbing, you know. And I really wish that we could see the relevance and the necessity for everything in creation. A flower is a flower all on its own, but it still need a bee to come pollinate it. You understand what I'm saying? Everything plays a part, and it is not your job to place value on whose role is more important. It's our job to do what we were purposed to do to the best of our abilities. That's all I got. Thank you for listening. I love you all. Take care. As above, so below. As within, so without. Thank you, God, Goddess, a man, a woman, Lelim, Leler. Remember, you don't have to be filthy rich to stand on business. Down but announced that I say Kua keep spinning and turning in Gandhi Iyanko Kalukalo, which means I am a child of God Goddess, and if I am, you know you are. Bound and round, both circle and square. We too speak life, so operations beware. Sending healing to those in despair, El Babosava, which means we come in peace. No harm to any. Lelim, Leler. Love you all. Have a beautiful day.